Hi, I'm Nancy Dadami. I'm the author of Discovering Calm One Brushstroke at a Time. And if you're curious about how to get started, I'm going to show you today the supplies that I use. And if you've purchased a book, that's great, but you may just be curious. And I'm going to show you the things that I use in my painting. Today. So let's start out with the paint. You always want to have red, blue, and yellow. Those are the primary colors, and those are the ones that you can use to mix every other color that you have. However, you may not want to do that, so you might want to add some others. It just depends on what your budget is. And you also want to have white and black. So those are the 5 colors that are a must to get started. Now notice that some of my paints are Blick, some of mine are Liquitex, and when I show you some other colors, you'll see that I have others. The brand doesn't really matter. Dick Blick is the place that you can buy stuff online, dickblick.com. Some of the things I got at Michael's, a craft store. Other paints I've picked up at art stores. So to get started, just get something basic. So then there's colors that you might want to add to this. And my favorites to add are magenta. I love magenta. And aqua. I like aqua. And here's one from Michael's. It is vermilion orange. It's really hard for me to mix this orange. And another one of my favorites is purple. So these are the paints that I use. And of course I have others, but the 5 basics, you can do anything with those. And then you can pick up 1 or 2 or whatever of other paints that you really like. So once we have that, what are we going to put the paint on? So you can put it on a canvas. This is a 12 by 12 canvas, and it's a great place to start. And you'll see some future videos where I show the 12 by 12 canvas. Another way, and I bought this canvas in a sort of a pack at Michael's, and you can get a pack for a reasonable price. And or you can use watercolor paper. And the thing to remember about watercolor paper is that you want it to be 140 pound or higher. Because when you paint on it, you don't want the paper to curl. What I like about this tablet is that it's really a tablet, as you can see here, and you can just tear the page off and use one piece of paper at a time. So either one of those will work for you. Let's talk some brushes. There's a variety of brushes to use. There are the flat ones that have, you can see here, just straight across. They're great for a little more detail. There are the round brush, which is like this, and they come in a variety of sizes. Like you can see between this one and this one, they're the same kind of brush, but they are, oh, sorry. Between this one and this one, they're the same kind of brush. They're just different sizes. Then you have the round shape brush, and this brush is one of my favorites. It's like a flat and a round brush together. As you can see here on my finger, it is curved a little bit. And so that gives you a lot more control. Then for small things, you can use a really small brush with a really fine hair on it. And then there's the fan brush. I don't use this one too much, but it's great for different effects. Not necessarily something a beginner might use. And you can purchase these brushes anywhere. You can get all this stuff on Amazon, but you can also get it in your local craft store. You get it at Michael's. You can get it at dickblick.com. If you live out of the country, you could probably find something that works for you. The other thing is marking tools. So I use quite often a bamboo skewer, and I have two different sizes. This is a bigger one, and you can tell it's got paint on it. And this is a smaller one. So I use it to make dots. I use it to, smear things around. There's lots of other marking tools, which I'll go over in a later video. And then there's the water. You want to have a container of water so that you can dip your brush in it. Sometimes you want something to be a little thinner. Sometimes you want to rinse off the brush and use another color, and you don't want the colors to mix. And the last thing, this is a water bottle, and sometimes I use this quite a bit to spray the canvas and or the paint. And it may not be something you use as a beginner, but if you have something like that, you might want to use it. And then the last thing is you want a paper towel or a rag that you can use to dry off your brush. Now, one of the things, this is the tip, one of the things that I do is I use a 12 by 12 canvas, and when I'm changing colors, I just put the color on this canvas. I move it on this canvas, and then there's not very much paint on the brush, and I can either rinse it and get it completely clean or just dab it into the new color. So, and then this works as a foundation for a painting that you may do in the future. So that's all you really need to know about the supplies to get started. And watch some future videos where I'll show you how to mix the paint colors, how to actually start putting the paint on the canvas. I'm Nancy Didami with nancydidami.com, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. If you like this video, please like it. And if you haven't subscribed, and leave a comment. That would be helpful. Thank you very much. Happy painting.